so glad that you popped on to my channel because that means that you gave yourself a break and you deserve it. You deserve to pamper yourself sometimes. And I'm glad that you chose here. I'm about to do a music video reaction to the one and only Farnsey or John or whatever name or nickname you call him, but you know him. I reacted to many of his songs and I'm more and more fascinated, not just with his musical artistry, but him as a human being. Not that many musicians are great musicians and great human beings. And now, when I say human beings, I mean away from the microphone. But so many fans, so many of you in the comments have said how much he is such a down to earth, lovable, wonderful person away from the microphone just as well. So that makes you love him even more. Wouldn't you agree? Um, Tell me one thing at least that you love about John. And I mean in a non-musical way. From what you heard or read, many of you have been fans for him of his longer than me. So you know the more ins and outs. As a family man, as a parent, as a humanitarian, perhaps. I don't know. Tell me at least one great thing about him away from the microphone. I want to know. Um, Let me also give a special thanks and shout out to my Patreon Buy Me a Coffee song donation request for this song, and this goes out to Shieldsy. Woo-hoo! Thanks so much, Shieldsy, for your contribution. I appreciate that. So you requested the song When the War is Over. This is the link that you provided. Um, so shout out to the person who this link is for, Bruce Barber. So give them some love because this is on their channel, but this is the channel, the link that I was given. I haven't heard this song yet because I never pre-watch anything because I like to be fully surprised and give you 100% authenticity by not already seeing it. So, but anyway, support John. I'll have the links to his YouTube channel. Subscribe to him if you haven't, and things of that nature. If you're able to purchase any music that he has or any merch that he has, if you're able to. All right. Let me get right into this, and I'll give you my honest opinions afterwards. That's how I am on this channel. I'm always real. I'm always authentic. Let me also thank my Patreon fantastics. It's only $1 a month, people, to join my Patreon, and it's really appreciated. It goes back into the channel because none of this stuff, unfortunately, is free that I do behind the scenes. So up on screen, down. Let's get right into it and wait until Tazzz reacts.
Fantastic! Thank you very much. Oh, gee. Thank you for all the flowers and the gifts and everything. That's fantastic. And the kisses. I don't mind a bit of a kiss. Very pleasant. There was a lady just down here that gave me a handkerchief to wipe some. See, I'll tell you a story. I've got about $85 worth of gel in my hair. $70 of which is in my eyes. So what I put on that handkerchief there wasn't actually perspiration, it was gel. If you run that through your hair, it'll be stiff for a week. Wish I hadn't have said that either. And I've got to be careful because I'm pretty vulnerable when I get down here, you know, and you get someone gets a grip on the back of your neck, and you can get into a bit of trouble. Like there was a woman in Coffs Harbour, got a grip on the back of my neck. I reckon she got her tongue down my throat about that far. Mind you, she wouldn't have got it down there at all unless I was really going for it. Thank you very much. Hook, line, and sinker. That'll teach me how to fish. Thank you very much indeed. That's cool. Hang on, we got a gripper. Thank you, darling, very much indeed. Thank you. You want sweat, not... Thank you very much. That's very nice. You're lovely. Thank you. Thank you, darling. Pardon? I don't think I can get down that far, but I'll give you a try. Oh, thank you very much indeed. Now, I've got a little bit of work to do, so, you know, I'll have a chat later on, perhaps. But thank you very much. Not bad with the socks. Thank you very much. Thank you, darling.
Oh, my God.
Thank you very much indeed. Now, well, of course, you know that Lisa's not here because she's nursing her beautiful baby. No, I mean here. I know she's in the room. Hey, darling. She's ducked. Look at that. Oh, the baby's there too.
Who's that? Who's there and who brought a baby to a concert?
Ah, dear. She'll get you back for that hat one day, Lisa. She's not an ugly baby. I don't want you to put a bag over her head for. But no, you see, it's very difficult when you're singing to take breastfeeding breaks. Although
Okay.
anyway, that's another story. So, well, it's after 8:30. Who cares? I don't know what time it is. 9 o'clock. Thank you very much indeed. No. Now, this next song is an Australian classic. It was written... No, it's not Bloody Sadie. That was never a classic. But this song was written by a fellow by the name of Stephen Prestwich. Yes, that's very good. Thank you for giving the whole gag away. That's very nice of you. But it's a wonderful, wonderful song. And in light of some of the fearful, dreadful things that are going on in our world at the moment, I think this song has a great deal to say. When the war is over, got to get away. Pack my bags to no place, in no time, no day. You and I, we used each other's shoulder, still so young, but somehow so much older. How can I go home and not get blown away? Ain't nobody gonna steal this heart away. Ain't nobody gonna steal this heart away. When the war is over, got to start again. Try to hold a trace of what it was back then. You and I, we sent each other stories, just a page. I'm lost in all its glory. How can I go home and not get blown All around Fred Garson on the guitar. Yeah! Isn't that a good song?
Woo! Well, he did it again. I'm showing my cards early, but if you saw my facial expressions and stuff during the actual music video, I probably showed my cards early there too. So um he's so fascinating. And you want to know something? This is okay. So this is another reason why I never pre-watch a music video. I like to be surprised. I had no idea that this was going to start out with him having like a little sense of comic relief. And he was funny and his rapport with the crowd. So it's funny that I asked you at the beginning to tell me like something that you love about John away from the microphone, and he kind of gave a glimpse of how he would be away from the microphone. His demeanor and his down to earth nature, um and his comedic value, is something I was able to appreciate before he even started singing a song. And it was cool to see all the people in the front row. Wow, they must will never forget that, to give him his presence and stuff, and he took him and everything. So that was just fascinating. I don't see that often. That was a big concert hall or whatever. Like when at one point the camera flashed back and they were so far back, I thought they were at home. Like, so I know somebody knows where was this concert at, how many people were there, because I'm bad with figuring stuff out like that. Like I know it was over 20,000 or over 40,000 because I've been at stadiums with 40,000. So maybe 100,000. Let me know. Um, Also, let me know because many of you always make me smile when you say like, "Oh, I was at that concert of so and so." So, if any of you were at that concert, if you know where that one was, because I don't know, let me know. And I'm asking that because if I'm able to feel his emotion through my gaming laptop virtually, then I can only imagine how you must have felt when you felt his presence and his joy and happiness and also the complexity and intensity of the song itself there in person. I can only imagine. So tell me, um, love his voice when he hits certain notes and it just pierces through your soul. Like he just has that great majestic voice, and that's so fascinating. So yeah, now the song itself is, from what I heard, because remember I only hear this once, my first time, I don't pause it. It felt like a giant metaphor of like comparing like war to emotions of relationships and stuff like that. Like being in love and going through ups and downs and battles, it's like its own battle and its own war, air quotes, um, that you can relate. There's highs and lows. There's danger. There's being scared. There's all these complexities, intimidation, sorrow. There's the end of it. So it felt like amidst. That's a hard word. Amidst the chaos, there's also some references in there about love. Because there was love, of course, at one point, or it could be up and down love. Like, there is no linear thing to love. There's different levels and stuff, and it could be based on the people that are on the other side of that love, or just in general, any turmoil or complications you might go through, or problems you might get either from other people or outside sources, or it might be an inner battle with yourselves. I don't know. It's so much, and I'm not a expert, but the point is that you can relate many things in a relationship to the battle or when the war is over. So it's a very bittersweet type of song. Um, and many of you could probably even relate to this. You might have been in your own relationship that was like a war, or might be in it now, which, shame to hear. So hopefully you can get through it and survive. No pun intended, but it just popped in my head. Um, yeah, riveting. So yeah, tell me your thoughts down in the comments of how you feel about this song. Anything you want to interject about the song itself or about the performance, the stellar performance that John gave. Okay. I want to bring up now what's called my viewer comment spotlight. Every once in a while, I like to give a spotlight to one of my viewers, just an added way of saying thank you and your appreciation. So this is a comment from another John song that I reacted to already, Black Dog. And this goes out to at Kathy Fallon 5095. All right. So up on screen now, um, Kathy had wrote, a great cover. I listen to John every day on my way to work. His positive attitude, general demeanor, and talent draw me back. After his initial early stardom, check out his wedding footage to get a sense of how big he was in Oust maybe. He nearly went broke. Oh, wow. Really through poor management and spent several years singing in pubs and clubs to only a handful of people, but he persevered. I think they meant, and we are all lucky he did. Love him and love your reactions, which I didn't respond it. But thank you again, Kathy, for that wonderful educational comment, which I put there, and your kind words about me. I'm happy you love what I do. So, yeah, so that just further solidifies how John is as a whole. And just imagine reading that. And if you didn't know that, imagine if he gave up. Imagine if he had the bad management and he went, like they said, to doing like clubs and stuff with a little bit of people. If he just gave up and the light, the proverbial light of his candle went out. He's like, up, I'm done with this. Wow, but he persevered. Not everybody has the ability to persevere. That's a pretty dependent upon the person themselves, but you also have to have that believability. He believed and he loves music so much that he persevered, and look where he is now in our hearts and thoughts and minds and himself internally, personally. Anyway, fascinating, fascinating. This is the part of the show I do a thumbs up pass if I like a song, thumbs down ass if I don't like a song. Were you paying attention? Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Okay. Replayability meter wise, is this a song I would listen to again and again, perhaps, or put it on my playlist? Drum rolls. Yes. Duh. After everything I said, yeah, his voice is just magical. So definitely, definitely, definitely would play that again. I want to thank you all for, if you got this far, I want you to say down in the comments, I've got this far. Just so I know you've watched this reaction video this far into it. If you don't know what to say, because sometimes you may not know what to say, but you want to show extra support, then just do a fire emoji in the comments. Let me know that, again, you got this far and that you just want to put some type of comment. Emojis are comments also. Um, so yeah, let's keep supporting and loving John and listening to his music. I'm glad that he has now part of the channel. And yeah, I don't know what else to say except, oh, I do know what else to say. If you want to see another reaction that I did to John, because there's a lot, check out over there. Okay. I want you to thank you for joining me this month of Scaretober. I hope that you survive. You take care.